When Von Miller left the Rams, what was your reaction in terms of what it meant for the team and what it could mean for you?
Oh man, I was happy for him. You know, he went and got a big contract coming off of a great year with us. And for the team, it just meant, some guys got to step up and continue to play the role they were playing before he got here,
Mm-hmm. How confident are you that it could be you starting in that position?
Very confident. It is a position up for grabs at the moment. You know, we're gonna compete in the room with Chris, T. Lou, some of the rookies coming in, and we're just gonna try to do the best we can.
And then just one more quick one. What are you working on, especially in your game, and who is helping you with it?
In my game, I'm working on my pass rush, bending and staying healthy, for the most part right now. Training staff, coaches, the whole nine, everybody's on hands on deck right now. We just trying to get better each day.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Claudia.
Hey, Justin, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So you're entering another season with Raheem Morris and his defense. How comfortable are you with this defense now?
I'm very comfortable. It has some similarities with Coach Staley, who was here before, the year before him. So, this is really like going on a third year for a lot of guys in the building. So it's very real comfortable in there. Everybody's confidence is through the roof right now, and we're just taking it each day.
And now you're part of an elite Super Bowl winning defense. What are your expectations for improving this season?
we're trying to every year. The goal is to get there and win. So that's where we're trying to head, and that's the expectation we hold ourselves to.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
How you doing, Justin?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Good. Thank you. How does a player like Bobby Wagner make you better at your position?
Just that leadership in the inside linebacker role. That them vet years that he has, and that just the ability he has to control the defense. It just makes everything easier for everybody.
And so, what type of personal goals do you have for yourself that you set for yourself for the season coming up?
Shoot. I just want to ball. I just want to ball, get to the season, ball out each game, have double-digit sacks, great year, the whole nine, man.
All right, thank you. Jordan?
Hey, Justin, sorry, a car alarm started going off right as I hit unmute, so sorry about that if you can hear that in advance. So you went through kind of a gnarly injury last year. Can you take us through what that was like? And that's a pretty long recovery process. So what's that been like for you?
It was different. First time in my career where I did have an injury like that during the season. So and it made me miss time. So it was a little rough just to be taken away from it so abruptly, especially when I felt like I was playing good at the time, and things were starting to click, comfortability was going up, and it was a little rough, but everything happens for a reason. We ended up winning the Super Bowl, so you can't be too mad, and so.
And then before you got hurt, I had noticed that you started practice. You had begun to start practice every day, doing some of the routine that Leonard also does. What was it like for you, kind of getting that extra time with him, understanding how he works and how you could work off of him on the other side, and then sort of establishing a little bit more of that bond in those quieter moments before practice?
Man, it felt good. Anytime you get to work on your craft with your boys, your brothers, it feels good. There's some things he does better than me, or some things I do better than him, and we just kind of feed off each other and just learn the little nicks and crannies of the pass rush, because it is an art. Pass rushing is an art. So it did feel pretty good. And that's my brother. So
thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Stu?
Hey, Justin, thanks for making the time this afternoon. You mentioned that one of the things you were working on is staying healthy this year. But I also found it interesting that you said too that this is the first time, or last year was the first time in your career that you'd really dealt with an injury like that. So I guess what's the balance? What did you maybe learn from that recovery process as far as staying healthy and maintenance and things like that and trying to avoid those injuries? Or did you just kind of look at it as a fluke, and are you, doing things as you always have?
No, now I looked at it as like I need to go into the training room on my own, just work on some of those exercises that really focus on tendon health and, just prehab things and that kind of thing. Cause, anything can happen to any tendon. Once a tendon pop, you got to go back. You got to go in and get it reattached type of thing, so.
Thank you.
All right, we'll wrap up with you, Gary.
So what, if anything, did you pick up from playing with, Von Miller, or, being around him a lot, that you think maybe you can apply to your career going forward?
Definitely some of his pass rush moves. Von got a natural act for it. Potential Hall of Famer, hopefully he's the first ballot when the time comes. And, it's just some things he was able to teach a lot of us in the room along the way, about little moves here and there, what really works and how things work, kind of felt like during the season we was kind of at the pass rush summer or something, at times. So.
And, before you got hurt, you guys were winning games, you were playing well. I think Rams fans, with the loss of Miller, are thinking, the Rams have to go out and find another, edge rusher. But from your perspective, with the guys that you said, you have in the room, and if you're able to stay healthy, do you think you guys will be just fine without having to go get extra help?
Yeah, I think we'll be just fine. I don't think we need to go find anybody new, nothing like that. I mean, it'd be kind of crazy if I said we did anyway. So, no, I think we'll be just fine. We was fine before, so we'll be good.